It's just Sports Show's favorite sports show. County Sports Show right here on AudioWaveNetwork.com. Get the cameras right.
Yeah, you like your camera to be on.
Oh, no, man. I had to position it later. I apologize. Sorry.
I got to get that in because it's always a shot.
It is. Normally it is. We appreciate you listening. As always, thank you. Thank you. You're far too kind. If you're on YouTube, give yourself a pat on the back. You went to YouTube, you subscribed, you triggered those bells, and you're in the live feed right now. If you're not in, shame on you. Go to YouTube right now. Go press that red subscribe button. Hit that bell so you get that notification every time we put your on it. And ain't no censors here. You can put whatever you can put. Dre is right. It'll be the right comment. Welcome everybody on Joel's live feed on his Facebook Live. I'm trying to go live on my stuff right now on this trash. But make sure you follow everything, the Facebook, the Instagram, the iTunes, rate it, follow it, love it, support it. I'm your host, Joel Williams.
What's up, everybody? It is Thursday and it's still cold and it's still snowing. But that's okay because it's the last day of February. Hope everybody had a great Black History Month. And welcome to the show tonight. Got a little bit to talk. NFL Combine is now active, open. Everything's getting charged up. Breaking news, Kyler Murray's been measured. Height, weight, and hand. What does that mean? What does that mean? Excuse me. What does that mean for the Detroit Lions? I'm sure Trey has an opinion on that. Also, other NFL news, just little honorable mentions like the AB drama continues. And I was waiting for my Packers to grab him or Le'Veon. Let's just go ahead and win the Super Bowl. And then also NBA. Is it time? That shutdown is in regards to LeBron James. Is it time to shut LeBron down? Paul Pierce made a comment on the jump the other day that has everybody riled up. So we'll discuss that. And it's getting down to the wire, man. It's almost playoff time. And the East is looking interesting. Milwaukee Bucks are at the top, and they have the best record in the NBA. But there's one team up in the Northeast that is struggling. And all road things are going to change in Boston. And everybody's blaming Kyrie. What do we think about that? And much, much more today on the Academy Sports Podcast. As you heard Dre say, follow us on SoundCloud. Follow us on iTunes. We are there. We do post our podcast after the show. That podcast will be up in the next 24 to 48 hours. And make sure you click the like button on all of our social media platforms. You can find us every Thursday night, as long as we're not doing something for our families, here on live on YouTube and always on SoundCloud or on iTunes. But without further ado, as I always do, he's here. And you know what? Tonight we got to give him some credit because here, under the weather, you're gonna hear it in his voice. But he is half of the conglomerate. That is the AudioWaveNetwork.com. It is the man formerly known as Mr. How's it going, bro?
Oh,
It's
sick work.
What's up,
Come
fellas?
in. Man, you feel it? You all bundled up and everything.
I got clutch lace, but I got sick from baby daddy. So
Them teachers got you, dog.
Yeah, the first you fell for the okie doke.
It's okay. You can cough in my face. It's okay.
that's what I do.
Right at you.
Like, these germs ain't gonna be nothing.
Yeah,
I'm a grown man.
Straight out.
straight from his job. That is
Work. Yeah,
you still serving the people, huh?
still doing it, man.
Okay.
Still doing
Be careful, man. Man, we
Gotta draw that line in the sand.
yeah. Bet you won't do that again.
it. Never.
The plague. No, stay away from go. Go over there. Over there. My
Wow.
mom be like, "You take no. I got sick last time. It's your turn to get
Yep.
sick."
Right.
Do one of these.
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, we love our sponsor, Academy Sports Show and Audio Network as a whole. We love them. Shout out to our exclusive sponsor here at the Academy, Mr. Mike Bond's Plumbing, both licensed and assured. Bond Plumbing provides top quality services at great prices. If it's just getting up the cold, waterproof, and the daily home services, man, the myth, the legend, his number is
313-304-7786.
Make sure you check out bondsplumbing.com. They got the map that shows all the areas that they service. Make sure you are in bar. Get them at
313-304-7786.
that man right there is the real MVP. Hey, we can do a read, Doc. Come on,
Yes,
give it to me. Let's
sir.
give it to it.
Studio headphones.
Oh, God. All right, shout out to everybody in the feeds, man. If you're in the feed right now, go ahead and share it. Share it to your folks and tell them that we about to get ready to talk that talk. You know, an impaired sports junkie, and he always talking that trash. Tell him to talk that trash to us right now.
Right.
Want anything to come get it. All right.
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. To a couple of shows on SoundCloud. You know, got a couple of alerts this week. That hour this week in regards to Zion got shared
Okay.
and posted on other pages. So big shout out to everybody on SoundCloud. Thanks for all the support.
What side did they choose?
And they didn't the comments to see if they chose side. But I definitely got some alerts that we got you guys. Appreciate your support. And keep doing it, man. Keep it coming. We appreciate it.
Most definitely. And then shout out to all the new listeners and all the new subscribers. I'm talking to a lot of new people, and a lot of new people have subscribed.
Yep.
You know, just off the merit of they know me. It's like a good content. You know, I always say this podcast is Oscore ready. Just go ahead and throw it in the whip and just ride to it, baby. Because we're gonna make you mad while you sitting in traffic. How can he say that? I don't understand it. I got to talk to him next week. You can talk to us right here,
right now
on YouTube. Go
Bring
subscribe. If you feel some type of way, we ready for the
We
smoke.
want it.
All right. So speaking of smoke, I know you like to jump all over my Lions up. It's like, man, why you keep bringing these Lion tops up? Because we're local, baby, and I love them. Because we always got to talk about Aaron Rodgers did this, and Aaron Rodgers did that, and the Packers should do this, and the Browns look better now, and all this other stuff.
Don't say it like we don't talk about the
Okay.
Lions. Like my people get talked about more.
Let's
Let's
keep it local, Doc.
Rodgers gets talked about because he's better than your whole team.
Oh God, he started early.
I'm just saying.
Started early, and I can't dispute
You're
it.
coming for me right
I
now.
can't dispute it. All right. So whole Kyler Murray drama. The whole thing was he too short? Was he 5'8", 5'7"? Is he literally the Doug Flutie height? I always want to say Russell Westbrook.
Me too. Me too.
Sierra's husband. Is he the same?
Disrespectful.
Is he the same size? Because we know the kid can ball, right? We know he got the tools. He showed it in college that he's a great prospect, but it was the height thing. It was the hands thing. They wanted him to throw in the combine and all that other stuff. So the first day of the combine, but just getting everybody registered, got his height, got his weight, comes in at 5'10" and 1/8, with 9.5-inch hands, whatever all that stuff means.
Yeah.
But the consensus is that, hey, he's just a half inch shorter than Russell Wilson. He can ball. There should be no more speculation on if this kid is going to slide because he hasn't, and now his height is no longer an issue. So I want to say about 2 weeks ago, interested in the quarterback in the draft. They were thinking about it.
As you should. You should. It's time to think about what's next for your quarterback position.
Okay.
Like, it's not time to make a change,
Oh.
but it is time to think about what's next.
Okay. Well, we got the ninth pick in the draft.
You do.
We got a lot of holes.
Yep. I'm being nice. Pause.
Holes. You know, any pick would immediately make an impact.
Yep.
At 9, the 7%. So is it crazy to believe that maybe can pick in the draft? Mel Kiper's projection have him going 16 to the Dolphins. So he should be on the board at that time. Others say maybe the Cardinals should reach and take him number 1, but I don't know if that's consensus. I'll say that Kyler Murray should be on the board at 9. Do you reach back? So, or do you take on choice?
So yeah, Mike, you're right. I think he definitely can run. I think he might even have that Mike big speed. So it's like that number 9 it's top 10. So it's a
Stafford is a top 10 quarterback?
Oh, 9 is a top 10 pick.
Okay.
So what's the philosophy? Do you draft someone who's probably that talented, who's definitely talented enough to play the position?
Right.
To put him on the bench. That's the philosophy usually. Get him in. Because Patrick second.
I mean, you could have went to Sean Watson.
The shot towards ACL.
Yeah, but he balled.
I think he could Mayfield second.
It wanted to complete because he didn't play the whole season.
Runner up, rookie of the year.
He didn't play the whole season.
So, but anyway, so it's just the philosophy. Which do you take that route? Do you say, that's too high to get a backup, and where's the value of that pick?
Okay.
So, if I'm the Lions, like I said, I think it is time to start thinking about another for the future. Like right now, and your starter is getting older. Yes, he is apt to be injured. And they've never really protected him. They're still not going to protect him. They've never given him, and it's too late to start wondering when they're going to give him that either.
Okay.
So it's a tough decision. It's a high pick. It's a number 9 pick. It's tasty enough to think maybe it's a trade-up pick. I've never seen them do anything spot that they're always whatever spot they're in.
True.
And just make some weird pick. Like, y'all got to be with us this year for our live show for the draft, because last year's show, if you go back and watch, it was hilarious. Go on my Facebook page and go back to last year's live video of the show. Goodness, was it funny when that pick was called. So, I don't know. You could win. I feel like you can win. I think you win some fans if you make that pick. If you pick Kyler Murray at 9, you're bringing some excitement to the city.
Okay.
But you're also bringing the quarterback drama. The second stringer is always a favorite guy on the team.
Yeah.
Until he has to play.
Yeah.
And the moment that staff, everybody's gonna want to see this kid.
Yep.
Is this organization strong enough, and do they have to keep him from fizzling and going, that me. If you do it, I like it. If he's there and the Lions take him, I like it and I understand why. I just pray that he doesn't have to see the field in 2009. Does I would worry about it.
Okay.
Because I think to me that's going to be there. Is the kids? He was about to be the number one pick for the Oakland Athletics. This kid was about to make some millions and play single A winter ball in Mexico for the next 2 years.
He's gonna make $4 or $5 million.
Okay.
First round being that.
Well, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I understand that. But what I'm saying is to go do something that we love.
Yeah.
And he chose football over baseball.
Yeah.
But when you get to the NFL and you get here and things don't go right as a QB,
I think we're past that. I think he.
I don't know.
I mean, you give away that money, that you have to make some kind of commitment.
You do
that move forward
and see what happens.
In the back of his head, I don't think he's making this move work. I'm going to baseball. I got to give him more credit to that.
I think in the back of his head, he's got to have a clock that says, I'll get picked. I'll get my rookie signing.
Yeah. If I ain't popping in 4 years.
And I'll play my contract out. And if I'm still sitting on the bench somewhere and it didn't go right.
If I ain't popping by my 5th year option, I'm going. That's why.
Hey, you don't have to pay none of that money back.
Well, I think you hit on a couple things. The reason why I brought up the question is, a lot of people. There's two kind of Lions fans out there. There's people that always hated Stafford, and there's people that are starting to hate Stafford.
which I don't understand either one of those people.
I'm becoming one of the person that's starting to hate Stafford. Like I was never I wasn't an apologist of Matt Stafford. But at the same time, the most successful Lions quarterback that we've had statistically.
Yep.
I mean, winning games wise, he's still trash. I mean, he doesn't beat winning teams. I mean, his overall record is poor of beating winning teams, let alone playoff games. Now, I'll buy it. No running game, lackluster line, but you did have time as your teammate, so that should make up for something. But
you guys are so tough.
I'm not tough on him. I just win the game. I understand, but I understand it's the Lions, and that holds some weight as well.
They lose. The thing about Stafford is I don't know if I can count on both hands a time where he literally lost the game.
A lot.
A
lot. Stafford's lost the game a lot. Cuz says, yes, it is time. Yep, other Cuz says, get it on, Cuz. I'm getting it on, man. I'm getting it on. So, my thing is, when he's had opportunities to perform, it's not like he threw an interception in the last seconds to lose the game.
Right.
It's you never played well to get us in the game. Those happen a lot to where we should probably, like the Seattle game last year, we should be in this game. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Okay, Seattle's giving us every chance to be in this game. 3 and out.
But why does
3 and out?
Outside of him being the quarterback,
this game is over and gone with. Now I want to score a touchdown.
Yeah, but outside of him,
it don't work like that.
Why do you blame him when the play calling sucks? They don't. They're always a predictable offense.
Well, you need to do something about it.
Well, what is he gonna do?
You're a seasoned veteran. Do something about it. You don't think a seasoned quarterbacks in this league have some kind of leeway on the plays that they call? They should with their offensive coordinators on how plays should be called.
Well, listen,
and the signs and the signals that's going in.
If he's having conversations, they ain't listening.
They're not listening, or he's with the mediocrity that's going on right now. And he has nobody pushing him. Who's pushing him? Nobody. There is no backup that they ever brought in that he has to think, like, they ain't taking me out the game for who? Him? I'm good.
He doesn't have to have that, though.
Most guys do have to have that.
He have Mahomes' backup.
He was a rookie. He got something to prove. I'm talking about established guys.
What established guys?
I'm talking about established. I bet you if Joe Flacco played. I bet you if Joe Flacco played this year, with old boy breathing down his neck, but he got his job took. You always got that ever-present. Kyler Murray
have a quarterback, a second quarterback that's legitimate enough to push you.
A rookie that can push you with hype behind him.
Yeah, you come in the year every year.
You can get it now.
Carson Wentz was the only guy who had that with Nick Foles sitting behind him.
I'm fully behind them drafting Kyler Murray with the night.
I can see why.
A quarterback, good quarterback, covers up a lot of incident. You can have a bad defense and still get a good quarterback and win games. You can have no running back and win games.
That's true if you only have one or two things wrong. The Lions, you started out by saying they have
they got a bunch
every
of
year y'all want Matt Stafford to be Captain Save a Holes and outplay the world with a bunch of nobodies on your team. Your defense is every year your D-line is supposed to be dominant. They get hurt. Every year you don't know who's playing corner and safety. Every year the running game is bad. Every lineman get hurt. They call the same play now. Either hand it off or read option, and it's not a real read option because they know you're going to give them the ball, and it goes from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 13.
Well, here's the thing.
Every year, for to be here's want to be Jesus.
No. At the same, how many fired? We fired the GM. We fired the GM assistant. We fired coaches. We fired offensive coordinators. We've several different regimes, and he's the ego too. He has to go too.
Yeah, you guys are tough on him. This is the most quarterback in the league.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
You guys
he's not.
had minimal success before he got here.
No, he's not.
This dude only
had minimal success while he's here.
You've had better success. At least
you just said we don't have a running game. So, he's throwing it 40 times. So, he's going to have every decade.
He's going to have
it.
I blame your coaching staff.
6 coaching staffs.
I do because and the front office because nobody drafted a real running back in the offensive line.
I understand the organization has issues, but at the same time, he's here too. That's like 8 different girlfriends and still saying they all crazy, bro. You got to look you too. It's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and take some blame for it.
This dude,
have you not performed it?
How many games earned it?
Obviously.
What's enough? What's your what's enough?
My expectation.
This Lions just picked up a sorry quarterback backup. I forgot sorry he is.
Yeah, every year they pick some old to sit behind Stafford. So I can't see.
That's not why they're picking them. There aren't quality backups in the league. You don't go get quality. There's like 4 quality backups.
I mean,
pick a guy quarterback.
Yes, you do. Just in case he gets hurt. You don't want to be out of it. But that thing is like, well, we're gonna suck anyway. So if Stafford get hurt, we just got this dude in here just to do it. That's pretty much how it is, bro.
You sound like you definitely sound like a scarred fan.
No, because at least when he went early on when he went down, at least a guy that was a veteran quarterback.
It's not Stafford quarterback.
Well, I'm not saying it's all his fault. I'm saying he's a common denominator on why we lose all the time.
Yeah, listen, the original
Martin Mayhew, we lost. He's 0-6 draft guy. He sucked.
Poor draft pick.
Morningwig, he sucked.
Poor draft.
Schwartz, he sucked.
Poor drafting.
Yeah, I mean, has to win games eventually, right? The quarterback has to win games. I don't understand how you're absolving him of everything.
Name me a quarterback. Not everything, but I am absolving him of some of it. It's just some of the stuff y'all put on him is just ridiculous to me. I just think it's unreasonable. Name me one quarterback outside of the GOAT. There's a reason he's the GOAT. That can win games consistently every year without a team around it. You can't name one.
Give me a minute.
Okay. Mike said Joey Harrison's still available.
Piano playing Joey Harrison.
You can't do it. Every year wins with no number one receiver and a committee of running backs.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Roethlisberger had Brown.
Yeah, but at the same time, these quarterbacks, they dip in and out of the playoffs. There's no dipping.
They dip in and out of the playoffs because they have players.
Oh, man.
Ben Roethlisberger wouldn't be Big Ben, but he'd be a Matt Stafford type Big Ben.
We'll see that
without right. We're here. Cam Newton, MVP. He had Steve Smith Jr. still. He had a running game still. Take those guys away, he's great, but it's different. You Pat Mahomes, rookie or second year player, he got dogs around him. Jared Goff, he's got dogs around him. Drew Brees, dogs. You take them guys away. You don't give these guys protection. You don't give these guys a semblance of a running game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have a good quarterback no matter how talented he is. Take a look at Aaron Rodgers this year.
He was hurt.
But he played all 16 games.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Remember, he did not play. He stayed on. He stayed on the field. He got better, but he got hit the most.
I swear he's missing.
He didn't miss any games last year. Played 16 games last year. Hurt. He got knocked down the most. He played. Somebody Google it. He lost 16 games. But you can't get knocked down like that. You can't get beat up. This dude gets crushed every season. I'm not absolving him. Does he have bad games? Yes. But like I said, I can't even count on. I'm not the most in-depth Lions fan. Okay, I do pay attention enough to have this conversation.
Okay.
So my thing is this: I cannot count on one hand. I might go that far to say when this dude literally, I'm sure there's 4 or 5 games in your career that you like this dude play a horrible.
No, more than that, bro. He's got a season worth of games like that.
What, the 0-16 season?
I mean, you take that, just throw that in.
Okay, so I'll give him 10 games.
But like with all his games combined,
10 games. Where he literally lost the game. When the Lions used to find a way to lose, it usually wasn't because of Matt Stafford. They would have the lead and find a way to give it back to the other team.
A chunk of losses of why they suck.
But
not even getting us in a position to win.
Over a 10-year period,
he won himself.
You got to sound hungry.
Ain't nothing ungrateful about it, Winston.
He has. That's the thing. He has.
No, he's beating up on opponents that he's supposed to beat sometimes.
When you have a team that can only beat team, then that's what. So that's my challenge to the Lions fans, right? Lions fans, you lower your expectations a little bit.
Why would we?
Because it's unrealistic. We go through this every season.
Now you're in troll mode. You got out of.
We go through this every season.
Analyst mode, and now you're in the troll mode.
Oh,
you're in the troll mode right now.
We go through this every season.
There you go.
We run down the schedule, and we go win, loss, win, loss, and we go up.
Big purple hair.
At the most, they're gonna go
with a jewel tummy.
6-10.
Yeah, true. Big troll mode right now.
I'm just saying, why do you guys do that? That's all I'm saying. Why does that happen? Why don't you guys?
Would you be surprised if they draft Kyler Murray or not?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I want them to do it.
I think it's a good pick. If he's there, take him. I don't see anything wrong with it. You're giving the number 9 pick to a backup guy, though. So it's just a matter of philosophy. Do you put a number 9 on a guy that theoretically could be on your bench for another 2 years?
Yes.
Then do it. I don't think that's going to change anything about Matthew Stafford.
You know, I think they got picked for Hard Knocks and they're trying to get out of it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Hard Knocks in Detroit?
Yep.
That'll be fun. Oh, man, wait a minute. That's really going to fire you up now. Oh, you're going to be coming out of that. You're going to be coming out of the game, and you're gonna be ready. You're gonna believe.
I don't drink the Hard Knocks juice.
Oh, you're gonna drink it this
I don't
year.
drink the Hard Knocks
Oh,
juice.
believe me, it's out there. I drank the Browns juice last year, and it worked out for me. But I came out of that boy like 3 wins, and they gave me more. But sir, it's gonna tap your emotions.
No thank you.
Oh, these Lions fans. Oh, you should have told me that.
I'll do it.
You think I'm in troll mode now? I'm gonna troll at that time.
I don't do it.
Mike Vaughn said, "What's the chance Detroit gets AB?"
Zero. Slim. Cap for 2 ABs and asking for more money on top of the contract that he's already got once he gets traded to somebody else.
Which the Lions don't pay.
I mean, we receive a lot of money, so I don't see them doing that again.
And what's number 3?
I never said 3.
I'm just asking you, do you have a 3?
3? I don't want him on the team.
Oh, that's not the question. The question is what's the chance? And you gave 2 reasons as why the chances are low.
Yeah.
The third reason the chances are low is because you don't want them?
Because I don't want them. I don't want him on the team.
All right. I got a third reason for it.
What's that?
He said on his Instagram he wants to go to a contender.
That's true, but you don't control that, though.
I understand you. That ain't here.
It's not. It's not. You don't control that. Give up the 9th pick and whatever else they want in here. He don't control where he go.
At the Michigan State running back. Who, LJ Scott? Is that who you're talking about?
He's going back to the school for his 18th year.
What? It wasn't last year his 5th year?
He's going back to school for his 47th year.
He's got to be out of eligibility. Did he get a waiver?
He's going. I think he got an injury.
Are you kidding?
Injury.
Oh, come on.
He's going back to school.
LJ, go.
He's going back to school. I
Okay,
promise.
LJ, stop. So basically, he loves college. Are you scared to move on? And what is the?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
LJ Scott, they got confused with JL Scott. Give him another 4 years. I don't know, but he's going back.
LJ Scott's coming back to school.
He's going back to Michigan State. Hey,
Bruh. It's time, LJ. Let it go. Like, it really is.
he didn't even play. He played like 2 games this year with medical.
Oh, he said he played for. Oh, you're talking about. You're talking about Le'Veon Bell. He said he's played for the Steelers.
Oh,
No, you're talking about Le'Veon Bell.
nah, they won't pay him.
Nah, listen, if the player you're thinking of has to get paid, he ain't coming here.
Yeah, they
Because
don't.
the Forge don't pay people like that.
Nah, they're not paying him like that.
Yeah. You guys aren't one of those.
A lot of the guys that you see on this organization now, Golden Tate's gone,
Yep.
Ziggy's gone. Then I feel I don't even know if they're gonna pay Slay.
Nope.
Um,
That's a business move, right? I mean, just some teams aren't just the market and stuff. They aren't built that way.
plus, when you give Stafford $150 million, to everybody else, they just couldn't go over Quinn. So that was their best safety.
You go into the season going, who's playing safety?
Yeah,
Who's the other corner?
yeah,
Who you gonna throw it to? Who's gonna protect him? And who's gonna run the ball?
yeah. They got holes. Definitely.
So
I think the only thing they're kind of good at right now is linebacker. Everything else is a hole.
if you wanna have a hype train come rolling through Detroit, draft Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Draft Kyler Murray and Hard Knocks. Yep, and you're bringing in Hard Knocks too, and we can see the behind the scenes of the rookie quarterback.
I can hear the voiceover. The veteran Matt Stafford
Yep.
put in his work, but he's got to look over his shoulder this year.
Oh,
Paying the Kyler Murray start up from the jersey, Tim spinning the ball, going to his practice uniform. Kyler Murray's the towel. And he's start with some Kyler Murray, start with some man. I can script this thing. I can cue up the drama.
You're going to get hit by the Hard Knocks globe, sir.
I can cue up the drama. All right, let's switch gears to the association. Unless you want to knock out your top 5 first.
Oh, thanks, Mike. We appreciate your support, man. Yeah. So it's my top 5. I skipped. So top 5. So here's my top 5 this week. In honor of hiring situations actually fits right in honor of the retiree, and that's Taraz of
Don't
Dirk.
you think that was weird?
Doc Rivers, I thought it was kind of cool actually. It was kind of.
Loudspeaker.
He just.
That's
awkward.
just seemed. It was awkward. It was
He like that, but so in honor of the retirees, I thought I would do a top 5 to and the top. Well, before I say this, also in honor of this retiree, last night put the one-leg buzzer beater over the Warriors off the tip. So he shoots it back to me, catches it, throws it up. So
saving that soundbite.
Top 5 shooting guard. So this is in honor of D Wade. So you know D Wade's gonna be all right. So I don't appreciate your talk.
I didn't even do anything.
Right.
I just don't already know. Like,
sorry, but here's
top 4.
yeah. Okay, 5 to 2, because you know who number 1 is already. Yes, 5 to 2. Now this also rules. This is my top 5. Okay, players. But you got to remember. No, I'm not that bad. You got to remember. I've watched basketball from late 80s to now. Okay, so kind of revealing my age.
Okay.
So, he did. He was like always balding.
Old all the time.
Has 20.4 points per game. They won a championship in '95 when he was part of the. So he is my number 5. My number 4. I can't believe I'm saying this because I like for the how much I care for him. So I didn't like the trades that kind of landed here.
I guess he's a shoot.
Yeah, he's not. He's a little fella. 2000, 2001 MVP, 11-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 4-time NBA scoring champ, Rookie of the Year, 1996, 97. No championships. He averaged 26, almost 28, almost 27 a game. 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. The thing about Iverson, though, I think he was appreciated, but I think at the same time he was hated on him, and it was because he brought the whole wearing the conference.
Yeah, he was an Arab.
I mean, he did. He had his own shoe. He was Reeboks like Cash Cow. The Iversons.
Yeah, he was
the man.
He was revolutionary.
Yes.
Every girl had his picture in their locker.
There you go.
Like you open up their locker, it was Allen Iverson.
Oh my God.
Dudes was getting praised just to be like Allen Iverson.
Right. Yep.
And dudes wanted to be Allen Iverson because
he had the crossover too.
The baggy shorts.
Short guy, baggy clothes, do-rag.
Playing hard.
All guys. Then he played for. Remember the Pistons, and I actually don't remember him playing for the Grizzlies in 2009.
Yeah, he played like 15 games.
And he's of course most famously known for practice. We talking about practice.
He took a trash team to the finals too.
Yes, he did. He stepped up.
I think his team was trashier than LeBron's team that he took to the finals. I mean, that was a trash team. Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Matt Geiger. That was a trash team.
I don't know, man.
All he had Mutombo. That was it. I mean, that was a trash team, bro. What was my man with the nose? The ugly dude. He was.
I don't remember anybody on that squad.
Yeah,
I remember Eric is the man that is drew me to this top 5 after seeing what he did last night. It's him, Wade County himself, D Wade, number 3. The thing about D Wade that I think is interesting is a guy who he got drafted, came into the league with a little bit of, I don't think you could have thought that he was going to end up being as great as he was.
Yeah.
And so to watch him over time, unfortunately, early in his career, I was really excited as much.
Yeah.
But the dude made big plays. Finals MVP 2006, 11-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defensive Selection, scoring champion 08. He's got 3 rings. He's got his one where he proved like this my house. He's got his Shaq ring where I mean he still carried that. He won that. He has a few people as well. He used to go to the ring, and now it's
version.
like
he walked away and then walked back to walk over him.
Yeah, if you want to see a classic, that look up the D-Wade Varejao dunk.
Yeah.
That dunk was classic. This dude is going out this year, and I like how he's going out. He's going out on top. And he's not going out like he's but you can tell his body is warm.
The braids are trash.
Yeah. He's going out like, oh, he's old. It's kind of sad to watch. But he's going out in some hype and some glory. And so I think that's
pretty me too, because they didn't have to resign for him, and they don't have to play him. Yeah. And I feel like they're sacrificing, but they could have made a push, guys, and pretty much the same. And they didn't make many moves because guys going on his final tour, they're not really in playoff contention like that, or trying to make a move. It's in the East while the East is wide open, and it's a good destination. So you could probably clear guys too if you wanted to.
Right. But
they're really dedicated to this tour for Dwayne.
Yeah.
And I'm just, hearing those names, just thinking about it, like, as watching basketball over these last, 10, 15 years, I'm getting to a point where I'm seeing guys begin and end their careers.
Yes. Yep. Sure.
So, like, I was in a point, prime Jordan.
Right.
Like, I missed Shaq's early years.
Right.
Like, when those Shaq, I wasn't really paying attention at that time. I knew Penny Hardaway, but I'm not really invested. I really started getting into it, like the Sprewell, Reggie Miller kind of stuff.
Okay.
Jason Kidd in the Nets.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those kind of days. So when you see like guys like that, like greats, like starting to go, like seeing Kobe go, like, man, I'm actually watching basketball that doesn't have Kobe Bryant in it. So now we get into a year like, man, next year is going to be a league without Dwayne Wade. And then we're going to push towards a league without LeBron James. Yep. It's going to be like, how people, when Michael retired, like, how am I going to watch basketball without Michael Jordan?
Yep. Absolutely.
So now seeing Dwayne come in the league, seeing his whole career now to his final year, seeing him retire, it's really special to see some of your favorite athletes and appreciating their body of work.
Yeah, that makes me remember when I saw Mike. Like, I was the same way with Mike. I didn't see my early Mike Jordan was Comply With Me video.
Okay.
Like, watching those early in his 7th, 8th year, he hadn't won anything yet.
Okay.
And then he had to go get some Pistons, and then he got over the hump with them, and then got through the lake when I started. And it's like that was his goal, that was his prime, right? Watch him kind of go out. I felt the same way. I come in. But now, see, like you said, you see the whole thing evolve.
Yep.
And players like that come in the league, and now they're literally on his way out.
Yeah. Man, I remember those West bigs, bro. Like, All-Star game, we had Dirk, KG. It's like, who's going to start the All-Star game? But their bench is going to be fire. Like, they had all the good big guys. C-Web. Yep. It was just so much of good West bigs.
Yeah, the golden age of the NBA.
Yep.
So, we're making history tonight because it was about my top 5. My top 5 is smooth.
I mean, you could have put the logo at 5 rather than Drexler.
Yeah, no, I'm straight. And part of that is this.
Okay.
So the impact wasn't there for me.
Same amount of
I
championships.
saw Drexler. I remember Portland. Portland was doggone good back in the day when Jordan and them knocked them off the early 90s. That team was good. Drexler was really, really good. Jordan retires. Drexler gets him one in Houston.
Drexler, because I got him when he was.
Dude, he looked. Listen, he looked old watching him.
He was just one. He
had the balding spots
He's
right
Paul
here.
Pierce kind of but he didn't move that slow.
Yeah, he can dunk. He can move.
He was just that old dude that was just ball.
He can go.
Yeah.
But my number 2, I think it's obvious. I think you know who the 1 and 2 are. I would argue this, but I don't think you can.
Nah, it's hard.
Arguing this are the people that are literally just diehard fans for this guy. But number 2's got to be the Mamba, the Black Mamba, the Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yeah.
Number 8, too. I don't think I need to run his stats off. You know how you know
his allure,
yes,
which might happen with Dwayne too, has escalated
it
while he's been retired.
I was just about to say that. Like the whole aura of him now that he's gone. He is, to me, player. You can hate him, but you had to respect him.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of fans don't do. Or they like a guy.
Yeah.
But sometimes, especially if you're a fan of a great player, you gotta understand you're not a fan of the only great player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see you're the fan player, like one of my boys was a Kobe R, and I stopped arguing about it because your mind's not gonna change, neither is mine.
Right.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
But I respect when they get together. You gotta respect that man because he's gonna bring it every night and he's gonna perform. And it's what you should enjoy between your guy and Kobe. So, like, that was my thing about Kobe is just the respect. Now he's retired, though, and all these guys are giving him, like, that mentality, having kind of that. I'm a Jordan guy, so when he came in the league, I'm like, this dude trying to be like, wait. I mean, look at the fadeaway.
Yeah, the guy you can put,
Yeah, but now it's like you appreciate something that's gone. You appreciate it a little more. He's getting all this credit, and shout out to him because this thing for 18 years.
Yep.
18 years. Yes, he made some controversial decisions. Yes, he made some mistakes. He did mess up. Prideful person, but at the end of the day, it's the Black Mamba. So mad respect, second greatest shooting guard of all time, and arguably one of the top 5-10 players of all time.
Yeah, it's one of those guys that a lot of guys don't have, because with the era, a lot of guys don't have that much access to Mike. Right. So nobody really taps Mike and like, hey, can you show me this? But a lot of guys do have access to Kobe because he played in that era. Like you saw him play, you played with him, so he's considered the era. And rightfully
he's giving back though too. Like the way the dad on the court, he's like the total opposite now. It's almost like he's like, all right, I'm not playing anymore, so I played. The stories of him and his competitive nature, and even how treated teammates at times
like a trash
are cutthroat. But that's how Michael was though too. That's
a little thing like he's not taking guys and working out with them or stuff.
Right.
On ESPN is pretty filmed. You wouldn't think it would be filmed to break down in basketball. I'm sure they run plays, intricacies of playing basketball at an elite level.
Tendencies.
Watching like the stuff that these guys break down. Like as football guys, we know how to break it. Look at where the is, but that same thing goes into basketball. And it's like we're just seeing guys run up and down thinking they just doing stuff. But the guys that are really game, they sure do real.
Yeah. Absolutely. Number one.
Safe list.
You know,
Safe list. Save this list.
the GOAT,
Reggie Miller.
the greatest. It's Michael Jeffrey.
I just hate it.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I just
Don't try to start something.
I don't.
Just let this be peaceful.
All right.
Let it be peaceful. Don't try to start something.
All right.
You already said you got an issue
right.
with knowing who number one is already.
All right.
This is my top guards of all time in
Okay.
honor of D Wade. His heroics of beating the Warriors on his bank shot off one leg, running up onto the table, beating the chest, reminiscent of Kobe, reminiscent back when he did it and said, "This."
I'll be that guy. I'll let it go.
Thank
you. I just got some words for Mike. That's all. That's all.
Yes,
he is. I guess so.
You guess.
He's the greatest.
Don't be. That's not.
No, I didn't mean I guess so in that vein. That I'll let it go.
Yeah. I don't know what.
The drama between two of the oldest franchises, the Celtics and the Lakers. Let's talk Celtics first.
Lord, help us. Please.
So Kyrie, when he's out, they're like 10-0, averaging 13 more points. I swear to God, those are facts. Read them, and it was like we thought this was finished, right? Like he's taking better steps to be a better leader. He just wants to win basketball games, and now they're struggling. They got blew out by Portland. Not blew out, but they lost by like 20 against Portland.
And lost by
like.
I think that's high. I think it's just hindsight being 2020 because no, I don't think they made a mistake because at the time of the trade deadline, I feel like you're still trying to ship, and you're not. That says a lot because they've won those games. I get it. This different year, and they're not that unit. I don't think they get anywhere near the Eastern Conference Finals without him. So I think at that time you hold on. That time your mindset is not we're blowing this thing up. One thing losing does is so losing's making this thing really big. It's blowing up. It's exploding, and they're in a situation where they just need a win. Like they just need a win to quiet everybody down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you make that trade at the trade, but not uncertain enough to say, and just blow it up. That would have been to me if they
blow up because you still got your core there.
Yeah,
you might get some.
But you're now saying we're gonna just finish out the season middle tier, lower half of the East.
I was thinking you say the season
because they're a 5 seed now.
Yeah, but they're a 5 seed now as the young unit. Everything. More or less, the super team. I don't think that's gonna work out for you because you still got these young guys on the roster. They may just got Tatum shipped out. Like you see how the young guys are LeBron. I think the young has because he's a natured person to figure out his leadership ways. To feel like maybe these young guys don't respond well to these criticisms, so let me try to be buddy with them, and I'm ball, or y'all gonna keep losing these games.
Pull the trigger on that's forever. 2, Gordon Hayward, I feel like has thrown a wrench in things as well because
I don't think
next season, yay, he can hit a jumper, but
I don't think that's Brad Stevens. I think Stevens back in the starting lineup and Gordon Hayward come off the bench.
Yeah, well, okay.
on assets, you know he can pick good players.
But he does.
His next draft is going to be loaded. If you're positioned in a good spot, you can make a move to get a nice draft pick in there.
My thing is, I don't know. What does he got left as far as first round?
I
don't know that anybody's going to fall for the okie doke again.
Here's the thing,
Markelle Fultz move.
People trash Magic for his picks, right? Like Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, you could add whatever. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't make the AD trade because you didn't pick good picks to make them good assets to be traded, right?
Okay.
Danny Ainge has picked good picks. People want Jaylen Brown. People hate him.
But he's not going to trade them.
But he could.
But
he could, and you still got picks and assets to sit on. I think he's doing a good job as a GM because what else do you want to do? You want to add more pieces to this already murky pot? Let it clear out. Let's see what you have first. Once you get however your season ends, do you want to bring Kyrie back in this? Probably not.
No.
Kyrie to stay and promise of getting AD. Always probably.
Kyrie
if
gone.
Not, if you lose Kyrie, you still got a very young Price, Gordon Hayward.
But you have a very young core that is now gone from a possibility of getting to the finals to now a perennial fourth seed.
You can get a free agent.
You're not trade. You should never trade Jason Tatum.
Never.
So the Jaylen Browns, they become used. So they're not going to continue to be as attractive. Your team starts to decline.
No.
Lines that are coming up. Name one of them that you think could land in Boston by choice.
See the list, but none off the top.
None of the top tier ones, right?
Yeah.
So what's looks absolutely. Has he done a good job drafting guys? Absolutely. Core. Soon days NBA, that good young core evolves into the superstar that we think he can be. It's got to be plus. Is Jaylen Brown going to be his number two? Is Scary Terry a great point guard? Those young guys got something, and I don't know outside of Jason what else is there besides his assets and this other young core. So when these guys come off their rookie deal or righty deal, tradable commodities.
Well,
will there be a star out there to get?
He's got picks because in 2000 Sacramento's first round pick.
Sacramento might make the playoffs.
Top one protected.
So, but Sacramento might make the playoffs. So that might
That's a team pick.
It might 14th pick.
Memphis' pick if they fall outside the top 8.
Okay. If they don't, then that's protected for Memphis.
Yeah. And then they got Clippers pick if they don't make the playoffs.
You got 3 first-rounders this year.
So if the Clippers make the playoffs, then the Clippers get to keep their pick. If the Clippers fall out the playoffs.
No, they robbed them. That was somebody old. But my thing with him is, we're not going to draft. I mean, he doesn't have
rotation wise.
Yeah, he has no room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has no.
Well, they'll be rookies.
He has no room.
And these year 3 guys will step up.
I'm just waiting for him. Like, I feel like Danny Ainge he's done a good job, but he's
AD. They're gonna want Tatum. It'll figure out. I'm opposite of you. I trust Danny Ainge because like you do have a lot of assets, and they are a competitive team. But I'm with you on the part of I would like to see what's going to happen moving forward because it is a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, to me to be moving away from Boston because I think Kyrie's on his way out.
I think Kyrie's on his way out too.
So you're going to get a chance to see this young core with Gordon Hayward next year.
Okay, and then lastly, as we wrap this thing up, LeBron. Are Lakers making the playoffs?
No.
You know?
No.
You know.
You know.
You know.
Yeah, man, the Lakers. I told y'all when the season started, Sports Dad Cephas.
Oh,
I
God.
told you.
Oof.
I told you.
Say his name.
And he's a great supporter. He's going to watch the show tonight. I told you, Sports Dad Cephas. These guys are not contenders. You try to get me fired up. I stated the facts. These guys are not contenders this year. This year was a bust to start. Don't get y'all drank the Kool-Aid when they were the 4th seed. You drank the Kool-Aid when they beat Golden State on Christmas. Believed in the NBA regular season. I keep telling you. You'll be lucky if they make it next year. Because they might not get any free agents to come to LA.
You want to go back on Sports that season?
Do it. Listen, you gotta hold it. Slide it to the left. Or yeah. Listen, I told you, Sports Dad Cephas. I told you. The Lakers are not contenders this year, making the playoffs. I told you from the beginning. You drank the Kool-Aid for the 4th seed. You drank when they beat the Warriors. Oh, look at this. LeBron this, LeBron that. Everybody's saying it, but I got ripped for saying it. He's in the West now. It's not the East anymore. Could he take this team to the East and get to the finals? Good. Ain't in the East no more. Disrespect to LeBron, that is fact. You need players. And he don't have play right now. I told you. For our podcast listeners, that was just a rerun through so we can get that on our IG page. Because you don't know. We stood in the same, and this dude came up with these bogus statements that were bogus just to fire me up. Well, I'm fired up because they're not making the playoffs. Lose to the Nuggets round or the Warriors in the first round.
So quickly, you think they're gonna shut down LeBron?
I think that's a show.
So what's the point?
So what?
What's the point?
20 games and finish it.
Exactly what you just said.
No,
why am I going there and bust my butt and I'm not gonna make the playoffs?
First of all, he's not busting his butt. Have you seen them lately? He's taking plays off too.
Yeah.
He's taking.
I like that Memphis.
Yes.
Where my man shoots a 3 and then he throws his hands up, and that's clearly your dude.
Yeah.
Standing in the
Once he used to do that mess in Cleveland, that used to get on my nerves. That's how you alienate guys, LeBron. Bust right now. They're gonna carry them to the win, dude. I watched some of that game this morning at the gym. They're replaying it. LeBron only the heading one carries a leg. No, he didn't. Kuzma had a great game that was making beef tracks and stuff during the summer. It's the same crew.
I think I don't think LeBron, like, after the whole we straightened the whole team to get Anthony Davis, one, because people like me think that LeBron is to making these trades and Will and Dillon. And I think players believe that is full of veterans. Right. He was a young guy on the team full of veterans when he first got in the league.
True.
And then now, most recently, he's always had veteran teams. They always traded away their first round pick.
Yep.
They never played a rookie. They never young guys.
Not even your generation.
No. Not even your generation. You're trying to say, hey, stay off social media. They live on social media. Stay out of your feelings. They live in their feelings. They go. Every single thing, and they think you're behind it because you just got here. So you have to take a different approach with these. This is the first time we see LeBron manage 20-somethings.
But no, you're right. You're absolutely. They're not connected, and I'd imagine off the floor they're not connected, but they're not. Guys, this is why I just said what I said about LA. You're looking at another year of this, man. What you're seeing right now,
before you got there.
People don't want to go and deal with that. And I'm not, that's an indictment on it is.
Yeah.
Show. It's the media circus. It's The whole
as a
pressure.
as a seasoned veteran, it's beating up because you're good at being it's not being it's probably high.
Is I don't support the management deal. You're right.
I did everything you asked me to do, LeBron. You're still gonna. I don't appreciate. They don't understand. I got it.
So there it is, folks. That is the Academy Sports Podcast. Just make sure you click the share button. Make sure you remind yourself in some way, shape, or form to check us out every week. Remember, if you're listening live, you can see us on YouTube live. You can see us on either one of our Facebook pages live, as we do a live video recording every week. And also, if you're listening to us in podcast land, that means you're on the SoundCloud platform or on the Apple or iTunes platform for podcasting. So big ups to everybody in our live feed. We appreciate you as always coming in, shouting us out, and also sharing our feed. As always, we are very thankful of that and for that. And we got to get out of here and hit the road. But before we go,
Sure.
Trey put his iPad, took his tablet down there, just let it play.
What happened?
Great low prices.
No.
Get us up the code. Residential.
Yeah. I didn't want to feedback. But yeah, great prices. You know the spiel. Getting up the cold, waterproofing, there's daily home services. You want to call the man.
304-7786.
Or check out bonsplumbing.com. Check out that map for all the areas that are being serviced under the umbrella that is Von's Plumbing, or get that special quote. Tell them the guys from Academy Sports Show sent you by calling the number
304-7786.
And that man right there will tell you that he is the real MVP. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Hey, man, y'all have a good week. Happy February, and we will see you in March. Peace.